All right. Thank you again. Welcome. This is JKK Daily Update for this Sunday. I want to do a quick recap of the numbers of the trading this week and maybe share a few things about Forex trading and so on. I'm sure most of you have been really asking about this particular industry of Forex trading, which is quite exciting, but also has its own downside and things that you need to watch out for. So without much stories, I just want to take us through quickly through the numbers of this particular week. Again, very exciting numbers that I think anyone who wants to do business in the Forex market, these are good numbers to really watch out for when you are doing any business, all right? So basically, it is about percentages and trading and so on. So let me just go right into the same. So this is the place that, again, I'm grateful to this particular website called the MyFX Book because it's able to drill into any trading account and give you the particular numbers that are real with respect to any trading account. So again, so those of you that are following, again, it's the same link. This is MyFX Book. The link JKK FX, FX Fuse Live, and so on and so forth. You can actually see those particular details there. Let me just expand this a little bit so that you can see. So I'm trading on IC Markets, one of the brokers. And by the way, IC Markets, for those of you who are domiciled in Kenya, right now they are registered in Kenya by the Capital Markets Authority. So again, this is just to tell you this JKK FX. It's my account on IC Markets using technical. It's fully automated, 1 to 500 leverage. I'm told in Kenya, I think the leverage is maximum of 200. Which is no problem. I hardly actually use this leverage, all right? But yes, that is what's available on this particular platform. Again, MetaTrader 4, fully tracked in terms of these records that you see here, trading privileges I have. And thanks to my FX book, they are actually paying me back some rebates with respect to the trading. So let's go to the numbers. Again, the absolute gain right now has risen to all the way to 61%. So since December 23rd, when I opened this account, to date, all right, it has made an absolute gain, the gain at 61%. But yes, in terms of the actual money that I have grown, it's now crossing over 50%. Basically, because part of the money that I'm trading, I didn't put it all in at the same time. I've been adding as we go along. And actually, maybe if I could just show you that, let me just minimize this a little bit so that you can see those particular dates that I actually did this. So you can actually see on this particular date, that is on the 23rd, I put in my first deposit. And you can see the second deposit, I added it here on the 15th of January, then on the 12th of February, and the last addition was on February the 26th. So because of the different dates that I was adding, then what I have been able to grow out of that is actually 50%. Again, these are extremely good numbers. Given if I had, basically what the 61% means is that if all the money had been actually put in on the 23rd of December, I would have actually grown the account by 61%. But because it's distributed, then my actual gain is at 51%. Now, those are extremely good numbers in terms of consistency and so on and so forth. Again, of course, when I'm talking about Forex, can people achieve more than this? Absolutely. Do people achieve more than this? Absolutely. But it depends on how you're trading, how good you are trading, how good the system that you're using does it, and so on and so forth. I don't claim no time that the system I'm using is the best one on the face of the earth. All right. All right. So if any one of you, of course, come across a better system that can actually do better than this, please let me know, or even close to this. Please let me know, because of course, by me saying that, I'm not trying to say that they are not available. They are actually there, and I'm actually looking for them, just like you probably are looking for them. But this particular system is quite good. Of course, the only thing that I know would be of concern for anyone is the drawdown, which is at 17%. Let me just expand that so that we come back to these numbers here. Again, I can tell you at an average of 0.53 every single day, it's very good. And by the way, for the last 2 weeks, we've been almost closing in at 1% per day, which is again extremely very, very good. A monthly average, again, too good. All right, at 17.56, that is incredibly very good. In fact, speaking of the monthly, if I can actually show you what we have achieved this month is better than the average monthly. All right, it's better than the average month. We've just crossed it by 0.1%. All right, this other one is at 0.56. We are coincidentally today we are at 0.57. So which is extremely very, in fact, at the rate at which we are doing. All right, and I think we have about 6 days. All right, so let's just bring in that here so that you probably will what I'm talking about. So I bring in a calculator here. Let me see, calculator. There it is. Let me see if I can actually see whether I can share this. Okay, let me getting to start broadcasting. Okay, there it is. I think good. All right, so the calculator is right here. So if I'm doing 0.53% every single day, and I multiply that by the remaining number of trading days for this month, which I think is about 6 of them, so that means I am comfortably probably going to do 3%. 3.3%. So if I can bring in these percentages here. So right now we are at 17. So if I add this to 17.57, most likely closing at 20%. Now that is not very bad. Okay. All right. So let the numbers that we the looking at here. Yeah. So I was just trying to say that we are most likely gonna do maybe close to 20% this particular month, and that is well. So let me just do these numbers here. Okay, so we can, and again, if you just see the last 2 weeks, you can see this great the changes that we are able to do. Quite impressive. This green percentages I'm able to do every single day. On this day, I did 1.54. On this day, I did 0.7 something, and so on and so forth. So you can see that at which, in fact, there's a day here that we did 3.52. All right, so these numbers are good. And again, if you actually see how we closed the week, of course, there are some running trades that are currently running that were not by Friday, but you can see those particular trades are taking less than 1%. Actually, 0.5. I think it's less than 0.5%. Let me see. These are the trades actually. These are the, you can see here. If you can check here, open trades. All right, open trades there. You can. We have approximately very impressive. Again, these are the total numbers that we are looking at here, the different percentages and so on and so forth. So again, very excited about this. So the point that I will put on this particular trading, this particular discourse is now you're able to copy this particular trading by going to this particular link. All right, the link that we know I normally share my on the description below this particular video. You can actually get the you can get in my WhatsApp group. Again, you can get link in the WhatsApp group, and I encourage you. If you are not in my WhatsApp group, please click the link that is in the description and join, and you will be able to follow how this particular account is trading and so on. So you can actually click here this to the top right. Subscribe, all right, to this particular. You can subscribe to this particular trading activity so that my FX book can give you this information. Of course, that will mean that you need to have an account with my FX book, which is free. All right, so you can have a free account with my FX book and you can subscribe and so on and so forth. But if you have a live account, you can actually copy. So in fact, let me just talk about how to copy this particular system quickly so that you can to know how to be able to do this. So let me again that done. Okay, sharing this. Okay, there is. We just get into this particular just to. So the first that you will need is a broker account. Let me get right. Let me get this. So the first thing that you have is a broker account. You need to have you can choose any broker, all right? But particular system, of course, as you can see, I'm using IC Markets. It's better to use the same platform, all right? So you can either choose to use Markets or any one of the brokers that you already have. If you don't have an account already, use my link to open an account. Now, what's the advantage of using my link? Because you are going to get 30% discount on using my account on the copying services that my FX book will charge. My FX book charges $45 per month to copy this particular system. All right. So to defray this by 30%, it will come down to $32 only per month. All right. And so this also will kind of inform you. All right. Will kind of let's see that will kind of what amount of capital you need. Now, so the second thing that you need is the capital to trade. How much capital do you need to be able to trade this account? All right. And I suggest that you do not less than $2,000 an account. That is how this particular system has been optimized for $2,000 and above. But for some of you who might know, if you don't have this type of money, you can start with you can do a cent account. Okay, a cent account. Now, a cent account basically means that whatever amount you give to the broker is by 10. So that means to achieve a 2,000 figure, you can start with as little as $200. But I will not suggest you to go through this route. Why? Because let's assume, for example, that you make, we do say 10% in the month. You will make approximately in the month, because 10% of $200 is approximately, now these $20 cannot defray that you will be charged for the monthly, which is $32. So you realize that you need a minimum, you need a capital that can give you, that to be able to make enough to defray the copying charges. Then the next, then can you work out? Can you start with this particular? They can start with this system, even if you are using a cent account. So for you to be able to do that, what you may want to do is let's work with, say, $1,000. So 10% at the end of the month. That now at least this makes sense, because then if you remove the $32, you will still remain with more than $68 to yourself. And of course, if we are able even to make double this, guess what? You will be able to, not 68%, but $68. Let me just remove that here. Yeah, so you'll make $68, all right? And if we are able to do 20%, guess what? You will make more than 100 and, how much will that be? If we are able to do this, be more than $130 per month that you will make, all right? And and you will have been able to monthly cost. So that can make a lot of good sense, all right? So I was just giving you these particular numbers so that you can be able to conceptualize in your head basically how this system can actually change your life, can change your finances, and so on and so forth. So with as little as $1,000, I think you're able to do this trading, and you can copy this particular trading application. And the other thing, of course, is that if you are using less than $2,000, then you need to make your account a cent account, all right? So that the system is to calibrate how to be able to do this. So those are the things I wanted to share quickly with respect to the this week that we are doing. Very, very exciting and very good things that talking about. Be sharing a bit more things going forward. Maybe I'll do another video and talk about things to do with trading and so on. But for now, let me leave it there and tell you that this coming week we'll see again how we will push these particular numbers and see how we'll be able to grow this and so on. I would of course just want to say that if you are new to learn a few things, all right? And one of the things that I normally, of course, tell people that if you are new, okay, if you are new, that here, okay, if you're new, please, a little bit about Forex all about, all right? And there are particular places that you can actually go. There is this website called babypips.com. You can actually begin there. In fact, anybody who is new to Forex, make sure you have finished your course with babypips.com. It's a free training that you get, and you'll just get basics of what Forex is all about. And before you trade personally your own money, please, I suggest that you do a demo account first. Demo account. All right? Otherwise, it will be painful to lose money just as you are learning, all right? And the problem with Forex is that it is worse than gambling, all right? And I normally tell people, in fact, that if you have not tried Forex, would even suggest don't even begin, all right? Because it has a problem, especially for new people, it has a problem of addictiveness, all right? It is highly addictive, all right? You get in there, the first day you make money, then before the end of the day, you lose the whole money, all right? And it can be very discouraging. So anyway, I'm just talking about these things because they are real life situations and so on. The time I am getting excited about a program like this automated system that I'm talking about, that is able to guarantee you, or not guarantee, of course, there are no guarantees in business, all right? But that is able to this type of returns, 17% per month. Now, that is not very bad money, all right? That is not. The goodness with is that to scale it up to figures that you are looking at, all right? You are able to scale it up to any figures that you are looking at, and so on and so forth. Let me just finish off with this. Today would cost you, let's say 1 million, okay, to get an Uber. How much you might be able to earn from such a setup, all right? Those of you who are already in that business, maybe you can find out and know what it is. But a 1 million account, that could be, say, something like $8,000. All right. So that's about $8,000. If you do what this system has already done, 17% of 8,000 is, let me get the calculator here. Talking about $8,000 times 17%, that is $1,360. All right, so $1,360 will have made in 1 month with this system. All right. So far, in fact, maybe you might do more, because right now we've done this 17% in the last 3 weeks. So how much is that in Kenya shilling? You multiply this by 130. Okay, that's 176,000 Kenya shillings. Let me write that one here. 176,000 Kenya shillings. Okay. Now, of course, like I mentioned earlier, this is not to advise you investment. This is for education purposes only. Use this information just as educative for whatever it is. So anyway, I don't want to belabor much, but I am just quite encouraged about the numbers that we are looking at, what this particular system is able to do and to show here, and you can actually see we are doing very well in terms of what it's able to. You can see those numbers. So thank you very much. I want to leave it there. I want to wish you a great weekend and great week next week. I may do another video in between, so please subscribe on my channel. Whenever a new comes in, you will be able to be the first one to see. Thank you, and God bless you, and have a great week. So thank you very much. God bless you. See you next time.